Greetings, humans. I am Vrillon from the Ashtar Galactic Command, and I am speaking today to your race on behalf of your galactic brothers and sisters. Since recent developments on Earth, the galactic light forces are getting more involved on a deeper level with your ascension process. We are patrolling the orbit around your planet 24/7 and especially watching closely all of the nuclear facilities. We have information about planned numerous attacks on the nuclear sites to ignite existing military conflicts. This is not the first attempt by darkness to create a global war on Mother Earth. Ashtar Command stopped previous attempts of the activation of nuclear weapons in your reality. We can't allow for any of it to happen. It would eliminate the human civilization and make the Milky Galaxy unlivable, especially around the area of your planet. We just want you to know about it. We ask for you to focus on raising your collective consciousness to help humanity move as soon as possible to 5D and leave behind dark entities and their constant chaos. We are here to help to stop any attempt to create a catastrophic event on Gaia. We mentioned before in our messages, our mission is to protect and assist humankind in their transition into a new 5D Earth. Our involvement unfortunately has some limitations, such as we can't be physically on the ground. It's not allowed for us right now. We need to be extremely cautious not to overstep over your spiritual development, which needs to happen naturally without our direct involvement. Stay strong and positive. You are protected from space and from nuclear weapons on your planet. The fight between light and darkness is coming to the end in the future. We have been observing Mother Gaia since the late 70s. Today, we want to bring to your attention why a passenger plane carrying 62 people crashed outside Sao Paulo in Brazil and killed everyone on board. The ATR 72-500 is a twin-engine turboprop plane which dropped 17,000 feet in the sky in just 1 minute. The aircraft didn't communicate any emergency call prior to the crash. 10 people missed the airplane because they were waiting at the wrong gate. Once they realized this, they ran to the correct boarding area. These passengers were begging employees of the airport to let them board the jet. Afterwards, they were shocked and, at the same time, were grateful for not being on the aircraft. We unfortunately can't get involved in every plane's crash. It's too direct involvement. Why did this particularly airliner fail so quickly from 17,000 in just 1 minute? The magnets were placed by the dark ones under the navigation system. When they were activated, the pilots immediately lost control of the jet and they couldn't even send an emergency alert and dropped down in 1 minute without any survivals. Airplanes just don't drop from the sky like that. The darkness decided to eliminate one of the passengers, and it did without any regards for the lives of others. It doesn't matter. All of the souls on the airliner decided to leave together this world. That's why the other 10 humans missed this aircraft, as it was not their time to go yet. All of them didn't feel any pain, as it happened instantly. Their souls got injected immediately from their bodies. No one in the whole human history ever died despite the appearances. When you go through the so-called death experience, to the rest of the world you look like you died, as the body is no longer breathing. It's like when you are in a car that gets in an accident, it no longer drives, so you have to leave the automobile. The human body is a vehicle for you to move around and exist in this reality. Once it stops functioning, you are forced out of it. Then you will be standing outside of your human body and seeing that it's no longer moving. Then you will be in your soul body, which is not physical. After that, you will be waiting for instructions on what to do next or for a light being to come to you. This usually starts the process towards doing things for the preparation for the next incarnation into a new physical body. Unless you're a negative soul, then you're sent to a place where you are not allowed to reincarnate again. So why do humans' lives usually end in a negative way? Because of dark ones, negative karma, or they are not connected to the universal consciousness by not doing daily silent meditations and being in a 3D reality. You're supposed to either ascend to a higher dimension or leave your human body peacefully without any pain during sleep. All of the corrupted souls for their dirty deeds and monstrosities are going to pay in the near future by being stripped from their bodies without any chance to ever reincarnate again. They will stay in a bubble form, seeing over and over their negative behavior in the universal consciousness. Also, each of them will hear the voice of divine before their physical death about being punished for their crimes against humanity. Open yourself to divine truth, spiritual power, and supreme love. Thank you, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces. Be always ready to fight against darkness. Vrillon, channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.
Tá porra! Caralho, bicho! Nossa! Fudeu! É doido! Caralho, moleque! Tá louco, bicho!
Falls out of the sky. It was at 17,000 feet. It had been in the air for about an hour and 24 minutes when it just makes that nosedive right to the ground, plunging there. And we've just learned in the last few moments that there were no survivors. 62 people on board. There were 58 passengers and 4 crew. This was a twin-engine turboprop plane. It's an ATR. It's a French-Italian joint venture company. It was 14 years old and it had been flying for a regional airline. It was headed into Sao Paulo earlier this afternoon when it appears to stall. We don't know why or what happened in the moments leading up to this. We were working to find out those details, but emergency crews rushed into that scene there. There was a lot of flames, a lot of fire, and no survivors at this hour. But again, we still don't know why this plane went down. We should mention that this plane really is not flown much in the United States. None of the major U.S. airlines fly this. Silver Airlines, a small regional airline in the southeastern portion of the U.S., does fly this on some of their short routes. But for the most part, it is not a popular plane here in the U.S. But it is one of the most popular turbo planes around the world.